On behalf of our forum, Southern Nigeria, Middle Belt, and Northern Minorities, we have come to tell you that Nigeria has since expired since Major General Muhammadu Buhari came into power. Nigeria has since expired. What we have now is the old territory with indigenous nationalities. As at now, there is no north, there is no south, there is no west, there is no east, nor is there central part of Nigeria. In all these areas, all we have are just the nationalities, the true indigenous nationalities, the owner of the country. That is what we have. Let us start with the road map Buhari is adopting. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our great-grandfather, Othman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must use the minorities in the north as willing tools and south as conquered territories, and never allow them to determine their future. That is the road map Buhari is following. So Buhari is not just only a tribalist. He is very clandestine. He is determined to wipe out all other nationalities. Note this, that you have no country. You have the head of Fulani militia. You have the head of the bandits, terrorists, armed robbers, kidnappers, for a section of the expired country, not even for the whole. If you like, you can dance with your head and support the Fulanis. They will kill you. They will kill you. Listen to the killing of a Nigerian soldier in the barracks in the NDA Kaduna. A man who volunteered to serve his country with his life. It has gotten to that under Major General Muhammadu Buhari. So, we are appealing to the following organizations. And we thank you for the efforts you are making. Nigeria Indigenous National Alliance, Southern Nigeria Middle Belt Forum, PANDEF, Middle Belt Forum, Niger Delta and Edo Group. Besides, we talk of the outstanding security outfit we have, except that they have been denied the right to possess firearms. Amotekun, Eastern Security Network, and the one set up by Ohanaeze Ndigbo themselves. Everybody should come together. Middle Belt, Southern, the group that is operating under the aegis of Southern Governors Forum. Buhari is not your friend. He's not a friend of the indigenous people. Let us face the truth. whether by way of body language or his utterances. Even before he came, he told you that if you did not allow him to ascend the throne of power, monkeys and baboons will be soaked in their blood. They are no longer even soaked in their blood now. They have gone beyond. They have gone beyond that level. Go to the world beyond. So that is one. Two, he told you he will make the country ungovernable. Somebody who was coming to power told you that. And because of love of money, lust of love for power, greed, avarice, corruption, you brought such a person into power. He told you he will make the country ungovernable. And now you brought him to power. He's making the country ungovernable. We must not lose sight with the fact that some of our immorals are even worse than the Fulanese militia. They are even worse than the terrorists. A brother studying you to poison you is worse than the known enemy. But they have forgotten that a person who joins the enemy to fight his own will drink the urine and eat the shit of his enemy at the appropriate time. They should wait. But we don't pray to get there. Before we get there, we should do something about these immorals. We have spoken enough English. We have written enough vocabularies. Let us find a way to take action. It's either we do it in a civilized manner by going to the National Assembly. You come together, unity of purpose. That is what this body has been soliciting. Clarion calls every moment, every minute. You cannot do it alone. Buhari is there. He has taken over the land. He has taken over the air. He has taken over the sea. He has taken over everything eternally. The only way out is for you to have unity of purpose. Come together. Go to the National Assembly. Let's see if you vote against it. You unite and vote against any bill or in support of it, whether Lawan alone will raise up the government and knock it on the table. Then go to the House of Representatives and do the same. Vote against the brigands there, the head of brigands. Gbajabiamila was jailed in the United States, and that is the Speaker of the expired country. Is he doing anything for the South? Or even the expired country? Or he knows he's had to lace his pocket with money? We don't want to descend to discussing individuals. We have pleaded with these bodies that they should come together. That's the only way out. Come together, go to the National Assembly, do it in a very civilized manner. We have to quickly seize this opportunity, like we are thanking all those organizations and bodies, to extend our goodwill and wishes to the former president of the Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara. We will also seize this opportunity to thank people like Senator Kore Madu, who supported Saraki throughout that turbulent era. If these were the two the two leaders that presided over the National Assembly during the first term of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, we wouldn't have been where we are now. By now, we should be talking on something even worse than Afghanistan. Islamic Republic of Nigeria. That's what we should have been by now. So Buhari is in a hurry to use the one term to do what he wanted to do within with 2 terms. And now, that is why you are seeing this wanton destruction and killings everywhere. You won't tell me he doesn't know what is happening. If the ordinary man knows and is afraid to say it, he doesn't know what is happening. A general, inside the military barracks, first mechanized div, that will tell you how the country has deteriorated. Look at Jos Plateau. That is where you have somebody who paraded himself as the chairman of Northern Governors. Is there not? Such a person is cost. That is what I will say. You are heading the organization that comes to kill your people. IDPs all over the place. They even go to the IDPs to kill them, rape them, maim them. May God be with His Excellency, Governor Sam Otom. If we have about 4 of that type in the country, I think it will be a better place. Please, we are not saying other governors are not trying, but try to emulate the good leadership of His Excellency Samuel Otom. We talk about people are parading themselves, planning for next election. Before we move to election, let us first of all also quickly announce to our traditional rulers that there is a plot to remove our traditional rulers and proscribe our culture. Once you are removed, you will be banished. Emir, there's a plot to coronate emirs in all the states in the country. If you cannot be removed now, they will set up a parallel kingdom until eventually you are banished or killed. It is no news. They have made the first attempt. There's also rumor that a governor in Southeast is planning to support them to do same. So watch out. In the true sense, all these things they are doing, the traditional rulers are the apex of what they want to remove, on top of all the things they want to do. If they can remove you, then our culture will die natural death. The kingdom will die natural death. Tradition will die natural. They don't even need to prescribe it. Indirectly, they have prescribed Christianity. Go through the Constitution and see whether it's mentioned. They have prescribed history in various schools so that you don't know what is happening. Come up and tell me Buhari is not as smart. Buhari is smart. He's even smarter than most of us. He knows what he wants, and he knows what he came for. He did not come for any other thing. It's to take your land and declare the country an Islamic country. And he's doing it. He has succeeded pushing the agenda of the Fulanis forward more than 75%. If there is anything at all, it's less than 25%. If we don't cooperate, we don't unite, Watch it out. We will live to regret this thing we are playing with. This is not a matter of going to the TV to speak plenty English. Plan your action. If you have no guns, do it in the civilized manner. If our inmost, who call themselves political leaders, whereas they are political traders, will not influence your conscience. In a country where we have resources, the goose that laid the egg does not see it. Buhari has borrowed more money than all the presidents in the country in the previous excuse me, in the previous regime altogether. Using it anyway, we know where he is from. He's not originally from Nigeria. So he is building grade A railroad to his country. And excuse me, at the same time constructing a refinery there. The ones in Nigeria, in the aspire country, in the territory where the oil is produced, they are not fixed. But it's building a new oil refinery in Niger Republic. We have to reason fast. We have to act fast. Look at it. He has taken over the military. He has taken over the navy to block the waterways. He has taken over the air, immigration, custom, DSS, police force. Remember how he used the former Inspector General to withdraw all the firearms before he distributed firearms to his people, with which they are killing. They have 3 days today. And you want to tell me he's not aware? He has hands in every aspect. He cannot deny it. But if you raise a genuine point, you are railroaded into the gulag. You never come back. No allegation. A good example is El Zazaki. If you protest, they will even go as far as to foreign land to kidnap you. A good example is the honorable gentleman, internationalist, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before now, many of us wouldn't have believed what he was saying. Even till today, there are still some moles within our body that go to Aso Rock like people visiting girlfriends, going there to lie. Woe betide the day all of you were born. Those who are betraying the country. Do you imagine a man the whole country protested against for his removal? Everybody protested against him that he should be removed. General Tukur Buratai, where is he today? He is put in Republic of Benin instead of going to United Arab Emirates, where he can steal more money to build more houses in Dubai. He is put there to ensure that nobody has a way to. If Buhari wants to kill anybody, or his killing machines wants anybody, such a person must not have an outlet. Igboho, Chief Sunday Igboho merely defended his people. And today, We are clapping for him to escape. Instead of us to come together and say, sit down, this is our own laudable nationalist. Let me quickly run through the list of people that that matter so much to this regime. Remember, IBB is there, even though they tend to have some disagreement, not on this ground. IBB was the person that introduced Nigeria to OIC, Organization of Islamic Community. He was the one that cancelled the best election that was ever conducted in Nigeria. Okay, Usman Bugaje, the snake that has no head but has sharp teeth to bite and inflict venom, is there. Tukur Buratai, we all know his antecedent. We know what he's doing there. Sheikh Gumi is moving from forest to forest and from terrorist camp from one terrorist camp to the other to tell the federal government what equipment and how much money they need. He's moving freely in the country. But Mayor saying that if you don't treat my people well, we will go away. Then they hunted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. They are now hunting Igboho all over the place. And we are clapping. We are doing, at times some of us weep when we see some Southerners in the expired country laughing and smiling. And these are the people you call your leaders. Garba Shehu is there. Mohammed Adamu, the retired police inspector general. Lai Mohammed is there to tell you that if you don't lie very well, the way they want you to lie with your wife, it's an offense, and therefore you should be sentenced to either imprisonment or sentenced to anywhere or the gallows. Issa Patami, a well-known sympathizer with the cause of Boko Haram, is still your minister. The information database is with him. We have Professor Yakubu Mahmoud Yakubu, and that's the man you trust that will conduct your election. It doesn't matter whether they are killing your brother. And what are you saying? Are you telling us now that we should come and vote for you? Even if everybody is killed, if it is 10% that is left, they should come and vote for you to enable you to kill the remainder. So, I don't know what kind of stupid plan is that people are still talking of election 2023. The only way out is for you to join hands together. Come together. We are pleading. We are not forcing you. Come together and let us turn the table. Buhari is not our friend. He is not the friend of the indigenous people. Even the Hausa, the indigenous Hausa people, they know this thing. They have nothing to do. So don't allow history to repeat itself. To be for one is to be for all. We thank you.